The Golden Bears will put toe to leather and will get started. On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. So the UCLA Bruins offense will go to work first. Blowouts in rivalry games can be the result of a number of factors. Sometimes teams start pressing, sometimes it just gets away, sometimes they didn't have the right mindset. The last time they got together, lopsided. What happens this time, David?
But either way, last time affects this time because all you heard about is we weren't even competitive. This is a rivalry game, a big-time game. We didn't show up. We dishonored our previous teams and squads, and we've got to do better. That's all they've heard coming into this game, Paul.
Yeah, David, I think that was the story the last time these teams played. One team handled the emotion of the game better than the other team. You've got to be able to play within yourself and play one snap at a time. That last game got away from the losing team. I don't expect that to happen today.
Wide receiver comes in motion. They'll give it to the back. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Motion from the wide receiver. They go to the ground. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
They have it at the 43, 3rd and short, trying to avoid making a decision on 4th down. Motion from the wideout. To the air. It's DeMarco. Holds it in. They convert on 3rd down as he gets it to the 46-yard line.
We know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that 3rd down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
And he gets out of there and gets some yardage and gets down without taking any punishment. And the Bruins have it with a 1st and 10. Relying on that running game, and it works for about 3 yards to the 31. Got 3 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 7. Now, I know you two never faced off against each other in an actual rivalry game other than the Thanksgiving morning turkey bowl. But knowing you two the way I do and the way you know each other, Jesse, what have you done to try to throw Pollock off a little bit on stage like that?
In our opening 10-play script, I would have had David Pollock cut blocked, maybe even double-team high-low, chop blocked on every single play early.
Which is illegal, you thought. That's fine. But that's fine. You know what? I guess in retaliation to that, we would have just roughed the passer over and over, taking the 15-yard penalty. That's what's fun about this, Reese. It's petty. It's sometimes it crosses the line of dirty, but that's why rivalries are so fun.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. And now this offense will try to overcome that 2nd down incompletion. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. And it's caught! Touchdown!
And that is exactly what you love to see as a head coach. Watching your offense take the field, first drive of the game, and you're methodical. And you take what the defense gives you. You make good decisions. You don't have negative plays. You don't have missed assignments. That shows your head coach that you are locked in and ready to go.
Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point makes it 7-0. So it's a 77-yard touchdown drive, and they finish things off with a 21-yard touchdown pass. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Golden Bears offense headed onto the field. Our first look at them today. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Right down the middle. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. Offense getting set for first down. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. The play-action fake finds the tight end. He snagged him, but he'll be stopped short of the first down. Good, solid pickup on that play.
Well, a nice completion there, finding the tight end. And what's so beautiful about that is while they didn't get the first, they were able to pick up enough yards now to make the third down manageable. Really putting this offense in a good position.
Here's the pressure. Got rid of it just in time.
Third and short like that on your own side of the field. You're just looking for a quick hitter. You're trying to get the ball out of your hand quickly, but the timing completely off there for the offense, and the ball falls in.
Kick is in the air. He'll field the punt and see what he can get. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. Keeps it moving for a 3-yard gain to the 24.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
The give to the back. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
The Bruins come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. Looking for a man. It's DeMarco. Fires left. Tosses it incomplete.
Well, after giving up that touchdown on the opening drive, they had a little bit of a come-to-Jesus with their defensive coordinator on the sideline. I don't know what he said, but he, I think, just invoked the fear of God into this defense because this 3-and-out has been sensational, dominant. This is the way they've got to play moving forward.
He's got it. Working his way on the return up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. The Cal offense is headed back onto the field. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
I don't know if that's the coverage you want to be throwing wide receiver screens against. Oftentimes you want the receivers to have some access. You want the DBs to be off a couple of yards so you can help set up the blocks and give the receiver somewhere to go with it. It's hard to run that against press coverage, and they only picked up a few yards there.
And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Tries to slither forward on the sneak. And with that stop, we are headed toward the end of the first quarter. And the Golden Bears will punt this one away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And the ball will bounce at the 4 and find its way into the end zone for a touchback. UCLA will go back to work on offense. They went 3 and out last time. Now they'll look for some plays that work.
Hey, 27, John.
Trying the left side. They knock him down after a gain of 3 to the 23. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Linebackers shuffling around, trying to keep the quarterback from getting a read.
Trick 9, B. Hey, finish. Finish. Hey,
They'll move the wide receiver.
What are you?
Give to the running back. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones. D linemen staying in their gaps. Linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
Off the play fake. Pressure coming. And the Heat will get home. And the quarterback goes down at the 17. And the Bruins will send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. Give to the back. He breaks the tackle.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down, the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up, get some movement at the point of attack, and find a little crease for your running back.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Going to the running game. Gets it past the marker. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. He'll do it himself. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, the QB decided to keep it on that one. And listen, if you had his athleticism, you'd want to keep it too. Almost every time they run these types of option plays. But you're just going to have to do a good job of understanding when to hand it off, when to pitch it, try to keep this defense on their heels and read his keys. He's got a lot of talent. We're just got to make sure he's making the right decisions moving forward.
Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Just gets rid of it before the Heat. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They'll send out the kicker here. This whole place going to see if this kicker can operate in a sea of noise. What a disappointment. No good. And they couldn't cut into the lead. It's still a 7-point game.
Hey, sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man. Just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss, make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
Quarterback, quick pass to the receiver. Breaks into the open. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
I love that play call, and I love the timing of the pre-snap motion. Because the quarterback was able to get it to the receiver right behind the offensive line, because of the timing, he was able to outflank the defense. That puts him out in space where he's able to use his speed. Nice job with the pre-snap motion and timing.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
The Bruins with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. To the air, it's DeMarco. Oh, he wants it all. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on 2nd down, and they'll be left with a 3rd down. And the Bruins are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. Only able to pick up a yard before he stopped, and now it's 4th and 3.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead.
The Bruins have their offense in high gear. Looking to throw on first down. Using the quick game. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Send the tight end in motion. Looking to fire. A shot toward the end zone. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Takes a grab over the middle. He's got enough. It'll be a first down. They've got it at the 12.
And it's on third downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job hooking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. We've reached the 2-minute timeout. We've got a tight one, and they'll try to build on the lead before going to the locker room. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Looking to throw, it's DeMarco. And that one is picked off in the end zone.
There were a lot of people really excited about what this guy could do. Some were saying he could be an All-American, and he's proving them right. That's already his 2nd interception early in this college football season. Offenses are going to figure it out. They're going to stop throwing this guy's way. You just get in trouble when you try.
Coming out on first down with the play fake. Complete to the right. He goes out of bounds right at the 37-yard line. A good, productive play there to get things going. They gave themselves room to operate with that first play. Now first down from the 37. They'll leave it with him. He's going to lose a yard on that one. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running. 2nd down coming. Back to pass. Oh, they're after him. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep. Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise. Backing this defense on 3rd down. Here's the snap. Itching to fire downfield. Caught behind the line. It's Cantrell. He gets it up to the 37-yard line, and let's see if they're willing to gamble on 4th down. The Golden Bears will punt it away on 4th down. No fair catches here, looking for room. They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. They've got some time to work with here, Jesse, and if they get a first down, they might really get aggressive.
I'd be aggressive right out of the gate. I'd be throwing for a first down. If I get it, then it's pedal to the metal. I'm in that 2-minute mode to try to score a touchdown or get a field.
But I do think this is a situation where you also have to understand that I have the lead going into the half. I've got the momentum, so don't do anything stupid here.
To the air, it's DeMarco. Here's a heat. Turns it over to midfield. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. The offense will have to use its first time out of the half. Quarterback making checks. Looking downfield on first down. Trying to make magic with his feet. And a nice pickup on the run. He gets down to avoid contact.
Yeah, he's just proving it time and time again, man. He has that feel. He obviously has the ability to pick him up and put him down and go get first downs. But I think the timing of when to scramble and when not to scramble, he's really got that figured out. And you can tell it's going to be a big part of the game.
Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Getting work done on the ground. He's pulled down at the 14-yard line. One more snap coming before juice boxes and orange slices. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. The offense burns his third and final timeout of the half. And in the waning seconds of the first half, they'll try to put up 3 before going to the break. Just drives it between the uprights. And now the lead is even bigger. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, rivalry games always bring out a ton of emotions, and they were on full display in that first half. And a lot of coaches will say limiting the big plays and maybe hitting on a few yourself is key. But I'm more of a move the chains guy. Give me efficiency every day of the week and twice on Saturday. The offensive unit that subscribes to the less is more philosophy might be the one that leaves here today with a big fat W. With that, let's throw it back to the guys to see how this rivalry matchup plays out.
And the Bruins will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. Looks like he's going to try to return it. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. Cal gets it back. The sturdy Golden Bear offense on its way to the field. They're going to get on top in this game. They're going to have to find a way to get the running game going in the second half.
Agree, so it can create some more balance, some more unpredictability. I feel like this defense has got a good...
Breaks free in the middle. And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
As a quarterback, I'm trying to find my matchup, get the ball to my guy so he can do something with it after the catch. When you put it on his body, he can catch it and then break a tackle and make a play happen like he did just there.
Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44.
The offense really struggled in the first half of this game, so it was important coming out of halftime. They were able to generate some momentum and get some rhythm offensively. And right now they look like they have it on this drive. Great news to see the quarterback make that last throw there to pick up the first down. They need him to play great in the second half.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Wants to go up top. They're setting up the screen. There he goes. And he's able to shed one tackle and pick up pretty good yardage.
You know, it's funny. I know running backs oftentimes are afterthoughts when it comes to the passing game. But when you think about it, this guy's been making people miss his entire life taking handoffs. So why wouldn't you try to get him involved in the passing game as well? You just saw in that last play how dangerous he is after the catch.
They are on the move as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 28. And the Golden Bears come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking for a gap. It's Cantrell. Finds just enough room to pick up a couple down to the 26.
Another tough run for this offense. And I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off. But you get the feeling, too, if they are going to crawl back in this one, they need him to break one off. And it just takes one play for this guy. Don't be impatient. You got to keep giving him the football.
The first thing you have to do to make these plays successful offensively is I have to block the edge. I got to get my speedster in space. They didn't do a good job of getting that guy out there in space where he could really use his jets. Nice job by the defense understanding it, seeing it, rallying.
Unleashes one deep. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. He'll have to settle for a field goal attempt. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. No good. The missed approaching a shutout. You want to... Oh, he's got some space. Nice pickup on the ground there. They'll move the sticks for the first down.
How about the left side of the line getting off the ball, creating some holes for that running back to get through, make a big play on the handoff to the left.
When something works that well, you might as well go right back to it. I mean, they show no indication that they can stop.
I like to go back to it and hurry up. Get to the line of scrimmage quick, run it again.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down.
22 water.
The give to the tailback. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving. You give them a first down.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Got a man, is Cox. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Well, he made the grab, but the doors closed quickly after that.
And I like this. I want to find my running back, but man, he's got to do a little more damage after the catch. I need a stiff arm. I need a spin move. I need something where he can make that guy miss and pick up a bunch of yards and maybe get a big play out of it.
Time running out, and he goes down at the 34.
And how about the coverage on the back end by this defense, man? Great job. Nobody's open. He's looking for somebody to make a play. We've seen him already take off, make plays with his feet, but he tries to do it with his arm, and the defense gets home.
Wants to throw. It's DeMarco. And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again. The Bruins line up to punt it away. Fair catch is made, and they'll mark it at the 19. The Cal offense is headed back onto the field. And points have been hard to come by in this one. They'll try to put together a drive. From the gun, the running back has it. Not much there. Picks up a couple to the 22.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after...
He's going for it all. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. He'll try to take it back. Finally brought down. The what a play. Not only he got the football, but to win the field position with the return.
Well, obviously it's raining here in this game, and all slippery. I don't know if that slipped out of the QB's hands a little bit, but it certainly wasn't an accurate throw, and as a result, it ends up in an interception.
The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. They had to punt it away on their last possession, but man, what great field position this time.
I mean, this is awesome. Like, last possession didn't go great. Now you're set up in an opportunity to get some points. Start thinking about what plays I like, Jesse, as I cross the 50.
There are a lot of offensive coordinators out there, David, and in this position, they like to take a shot right away and try and capitalize on this field position.
Behind the chains now on second and long.
Trick 9B.
From the gun to give, looking for room. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first. An array of possibilities here. And the Bruins come to the line trying to find a way to convert on third and very short. Got it, looking for the first down. And he's brought down after a nice game. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections. protections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these.
Intercepted. Guess even a Heisman Trophy contender can have a miscue. Stopped at the 16 after the interception, and that return has them in business. They'll start this drive with a pass. Catch in the middle. It's Cantrell. And he's going to be taken down, but there's a penalty flag on the field.
Holding. Offense.
A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. Here's the snap, looking to throw. And down he goes back at the 3.
You know, David, I love defenses that stay aggressive, especially at this point of the field. They've got pass rushers on this unit with speed and that are aggressive, and they can win one-on-one, and you saw it right there.
And there's two thought processes when I'm a defense and I got them back up is I am stopping the run, not allowing them to have any space, but also understanding that this is also a shot part of the field. Like, it's going to be a run, or a lot of times that ball is going to be a deep ball thrown down the sideline because you'll get man-to-man. Nice job by the defense applying pressure, getting the sack, now putting them in a bad situation backed up, close to their own end zone.
They'll try the run. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a third down stop. The Golden Bears send out the punt unit. 3 and out and not much choice but to get. Here they come. So much for the wet ball drill. He muffed it and it's loose on the ground. They'll be able to get off one more play before quarter's end. Leaves it with the back. They knock him down behind the line, and the defense finishing this third quarter in style. That's the end of the period, and it's UCLA in the lead. They're sitting in a strong position here with the lead. Let's take a look at our game summary. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. It'll be second down as we open the final stanza. Reads it, fires complete. Bounced right back to them.
Man, and this is why you practice 5 points of pressure with the football. You cannot put...
And it looks as if they've buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. So the officials take a closer look, and the replay booth will overturn the call. They've got them pinned deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. Shotgun snap on third down.
There's never a doubt. Can we get a 2-yard cushion there? Like, he knew exactly where he was on the field, trying to throw the ball down the field, create some space, right, to make it easier for your play caller. The quarterback gets sacked, but thank goodness it wasn't a safety.
Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. Fourth down attempt coming. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Incomplete on fourth down, and man, did they need to keep that drive alive.
Yeah, and unfortunately in the fourth quarter, losing, you got to put the foot on the accelerator. You got to make something happen. So I get they had to be aggressive and go for it. They just can't seem to get this offense to make plays.
And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, UCLA. They tack a little more onto this lead, and they're on their way to a 3-0 start.
next possession. You got to get the crowd back into this football game. Big rivalry. Get some emotion. Get some momentum on your side.
Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Cal gets it back. The sturdy Golden Bear offense on its way to the field. We'll see if that failed fourth down in their own end last time, David, sort of curbed some of the aggressiveness.
Well, you hear about it all the time in football. Go for it. Be aggressive. The problem is when you get stopped, sometimes it puts you in a hole. And, Jesse, now the offense has to come out and respond.
They were real disappointed not getting that first down. You could see it on the sideline. So let's just see if that's kind of galvanized them a little bit here to go make a statement and get some points.
And this passing attack has not been great today. It hasn't found a way to manufacture those big plays and to scare this defense. And now, in passing situations, trailing, this is a tough spot for this offense.
Makes the catch.
Well, here's the problem offensively. Because you're trailing by so much so late in the game, the defense now is going to be playing big zone coverages, and they're going to allow you to throw the ball underneath in the middle of the field, rally to make a tackle, and bleed the clock. It's going to be hard now for this offense to claw their way back in this one.
Bought a little time, lets it go. They're working that left side. Finds enough room to get it up to the 44 before he's knocked out of bounds. And the Golden Bears are moving quickly down the field. On the run, it's Cantrell. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
They give it to him again. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the wideout. On target over the middle. He's finally stopped, but not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18. The Golden Bears, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. Looking to the big tight end. Touchdown, Golden Bears! Made the grab and took it on in for the score. They score for the big fella here. Why are tight ends so effective in the red zone?
Well, these aren't the guys that are going to burn by you and go for 70 most of the time, but when you can use their big-bodied frames, threaten them to run the football and be a blocker in the running game, and now you slip them in the secondary, make that big play.
He'll start the return inside his 5. And he did a good job bobbing and weaving and finding a little bit of running room on that return. UCLA will go back to work on offense. Making side adjustments here. Looking to throw, it's DeMarco. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And the DB making a huge play, knocking it away downfield.
Got to give this defense credit, man. They've been so good in the back end in coverage. They basically gave nothing away in the first half. And here they are in the second half defending a deep ball.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down.
Here we go, here we go.
Looking to fire. On target. Turning it on. Tackled at the 43 after picking up 10.
I love an offense that wants to stay aggressive. Even when you've got the lead late in a game like this, right, you still try to find your playmakers and get them the ball in space, and that is exactly what this offense is doing.
Going to throw it over the top of the deep. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He is going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels. Not able to connect with the quarterback on that one, but you know he has the defense's attention.
My job is to make sure that ball comes loose, and I got to go through that guy, use my shoulder pad, drive my feet, and really, really be physical, because if he bobbles it at all, or as soon as his hand gets to the ball, you can
This will be picked off. Maybe just the turning point they needed. Stopped at the 44. The defense coming up with a big interception.
That's just frustrating. You know, you're an offense. You're in a great position. You're up by 2 scores. All you do is take care of the football. Premium, taking care of the football. We're trying to run some clock. We're trying to get out of here with a W. Turning the football over is the...
And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line. And the Golden Bears want to crank the tempo. To the air on second down. Got it in the middle. It's Cantrell. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. Offense, quick tempo.
And this offense is going to have to be aggressive, right? Down a couple possessions. Got to continue to get these first downs. Move quick. Don't be in a hurry, but they've got to keep the accelerator down because they need some explosive plays.
And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete.
I understand the sense of urgency for the offense now because you're trailing here by a lot in the fourth quarter. And you're just trying to take a shot to see if you can get on the board and get some of this momentum back. The problem is the defense understands that, so they're playing coverage, and they're doing a good job on the back end. Nice job forcing the incompletion.
The Golden Bears come to the line with a new set of downs. From the gun, running back gets the gift. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And the defense had that one sniffed out from the start. But look at this. The offense back on the ball, going with some tempo. This defense has got to communicate fast and get lined up.
Snagged in the middle. It's Sweeney. And he's wrestled to the ground. And the Golden Bears really need to keep this drive alive on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Here comes the heat. Fires toward the end zone. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. So here we are on fourth down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. It's good, and that was dead solid perfect. They're back to within a touchdown. 17-10 is the score. After putting 3 on the board, the kickoff unit ready to go. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. Threw a pick the last time they had it. They'll try to be more productive this time around. This game is so close to being salted away if the offense can just run out the clock. To throw, it's DeMarco. Right on the money.
You see a lot of offenses late in the football game with the lead get conservative. I like they didn't. Like, they trusted the passing game. You're going to get looks that you know what they are. Defense has to be aggressive. You know, they have to be aggressive because they're down. They've got to get to the quarterback. They've got to.
Here's an interception. Oh, did they need that turnover? And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and time of the essence for this offense to get. The Cal offense is headed back onto the field. This is everything you could hope for in a rivalry game like this. Close game, waning moments, history waiting to be made, guys.
And it's moments like this why you come and play for these two schools, right? To play in a game like this, in a rivalry like this, in a situation, David, game on the line late, who's going to take it?
And you know when you make this play, you're immortalized. With this kind of rivalry, these are the highlights they'll be showing for years. Everybody's like, I remember when so-and-so made that play against our biggest rival to seal the deal.
They'll throw again after the incompletion. This one's complete. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. The upset's been bubbling all day. Now at a full-fledged boil. Guys, see if they can finish it off.
Can the underdog hold on? That's the big question right now. They've done so many positive things in this game, David, to put themselves in a position to win, but this is the critical moment where your execution has got to be at its best.
And sometimes you start thinking now, and you start letting that clock tick, and you stop kind of playing carefree.
And it's picked off right at the goal line. Got room on the return. The 40. The 20. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Bruin. What momentum you get from the defense comes up with a great linebacker. They tack a little more onto this lead, and they're on their way to a 3-0 start.
Man, what a play by this defense. You're trying to get the ball back to your offense, trying to salt this game away and get the win. Not only do you drink the turnover, you get the touchdown. Now you take a 2-score lead late in this ball game. This defense just stepped up in a big moment.
Ready to try the point after. And the extra point is true, and they have a 2-touchdown lead, up 14 in the fourth. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, back to your game in a moment, but first we have to show you how the script is being written here. UCF has the lead right now, but this night's crowd is restless. They just haven't been able to separate themselves yet here inside the bounce house. They're up by 12 over Pittsburgh. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. They're going to throw it to start the drive. It's complete to the left. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play, trying to preserve every minute possible. The Golden Bears can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Tight end now in motion. He'll try to pop the draw. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle. They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running. On third and short, they'll try to pick it up with the pass. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. Double time, hustling to the line. They spike it to stop the clock. So now it's second and long. Back to pass. Throws to the back. Got it in the middle with Cantrell. Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. He'll spike the ball to try to save every precious second he can. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Defense in press coverage. Pocket breaking down. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
And the defense is smelling blood in the water at this juncture. They know the offense is going to throw, and that's why you see these D linemen and linebackers, man, they are pinning their ears back, getting after the quarterback, and the hit that time helped force the incompletion.
That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down.
Man, the defense smells blood in the water. You can tell they're getting to this quarterback over and over and over. They've already sacked him a couple times. They're just winning up front. They almost got another sack on that last play.
On fourth down, they're taking to the air. He's going to throw deep right side. Can't find his man. It'll be incomplete, and that is a heartbreaker this late in the game. UCLA will go back to work on offense. They're in command of this game. Now let's see if they try to rub a little salt in the wound or happy with getting the W.
Yeah, and listen, this makes the post-game handshake fun sometimes. If you do choose to rub a little salt in and keep chucking and keep scoring, I'm here for it, Jesse. Like, your job is to score points. defense, it's my job to stop it. Keep the foot to the accelerator. Keep trying to play ball.
I agree 1,000%. That's like Steve Spurrier back in the day when I was playing for the Gators. You go and play for him because you want the opportunity to throw the ball. So when you get in the game late, you're not handing it off. We were beating Central Michigan by 80-something points. He was still letting us throw the football. It's the defense's job to stop you.
I like the mitts, the big fella coming in with the catch. Hey, running a little bit of a route, showing a little wiggle, getting open, throwing the football. That's when he catch it, big fella.
The Bruins come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. Looking downfield, it's DeMarco. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down.
Oh, you know what time it is when the defense gets that stop on 3rd down. Fist up in the air. Nice job getting to the quarterback, putting some pressure on him, hitting him, forcing the incompletion. 4th down, baby.
Looking to take a shot. Picked off to stop the threat. Got some room to run. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there. After this, it'll be a wrap. Wants to throw on 1st down. Under fire. And it's incomplete, but there's a flag in the backfield. Let's see who the call's on.
Holding. Offense.
Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. See if the offense can overcome it. It's really easy to get caught up in the emotion of a rivalry game. We did, and certainly this was a huge win.
Yeah, and you started, you circled it, you were ready for this team. This is the rivalry you put a lot of stock in all offseason. You're talking about this game in particular. You go out and get the dub. It's a relief because you definitely wanted this team.
And it's bragging rights for everybody. The coaching staff, for the fans, but how about for the players as well? For another 365 days, you can talk about how you went out, dominated, and you beat your rival. A lot of these guys are going to go on to the NFL. They'll be in locker rooms next year. They'll be talking about this for a long time.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching